Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Nearby Nation, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Ultimate FTP Dire Pack. So, in this episode we will be mining. I already pre-warned you guys that, so there you go. So, for those who are faint of mining, please look away now. For those who don't really care and just here for the commentary, well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and throw that up there. We already have full iron armor suit. We have food with us. Should I bring more food? We'll go ahead and bring more food just in case. And we are ready to go scavenging. Down a little bit further. Remember, we're going to need coal, we're going to need iron, we're going to need tin, and pretty much that's the gist of stuff. Copper would be good too, but those are the main things. There's silver. Really don't need silver. Thaumcraft crystals would probably be good too to gather around. I want an easy way down. That's what I need, an easy staircase down, because it just seems like that's... Oh, there's some tin right there. Here's some more coal. Alright, so story time. I didn't really actually have any stories planned, but I might as well go ahead and share a few, right? Share a story or two, maybe? I don't know. Okay, here's a story. This is going to be kind of weird for you guys to understand, but when I was a kid, this might be... Okay, this might freak some of you guys out, so... parental guidance, so be warned. When I was a kid, I got ran over. Yes. Okay, so it's not something I'm proud of, but my brother ran me over with a vehicle, a car. And when I say I was a kid, I wasn't even 1 year old yet. So yes, I was a baby kid. So, what happened exactly? Well, I was in the driver's seat. My brother was in the driver's seat as well. We were just well, I don't know what I was doing because, you know, at 1 year old or less than 1 year old, you really just don't know what you're doing. But, anyways, so the main point of this story is, well, he accidentally, and I want to say accidentally because he was only like 2 years old at the time, so he probably didn't even know what he was doing at the time, but he accidentally hit the parking brake and let it loose, and the car was on a hill, or should I say truck, I think it was on a hill, and I got pushed out to the side, and well, the tire ran my head over. Yes, my forehead. This thing above my shoulders. So, ow! That hurt. And I believe I've told you this story before, but it's been kind of like on a live stream type thing. So, most of you guys probably don't know the story. But anyways, so yeah, my head got ran over. You might want to ask, well, what happened? How are you still alive? You know, most people would have died from that tragic accident. Well, what happens is when you're that young and you're still an infant child and you don't really have like a skeletal structure on your forehead yet, you know, the shape of your bones and all that are not totally there yet. Well, your head's kind of like a basketball. You know, if you've ever ran over a basketball before, what happens is it pushes down and then pushes back out. So it's kind of like, you know, whoopsh. You know, luckily I didn't explode or anything. The doctor said that if I was a day older, I probably would have died. So, yeah, no more commentary for me or for you guys. If that would have happened, actually, you guys would not have known of Nearby Gamer nor my channel. Wow. Wow, just thinking of that. No Nearby Gamer. What would you guys do? Like, all the people that sit and watch these videos, what would you do? Where would you go? Would you know what to do? I don't think. Maybe you probably wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Well, I wouldn't be alive, so there's no reason for me to know what to do. But yeah, so that's what happened when I was a young baby kid. So, a baby kid. I was just a baby. Shrimp on the bar, babe. Finding plenty of tin now, which is good. Is what we're gonna need. So that's one story. It's a little gross story, but I mean, I didn't bleed or anything. It was just a whole like. I do have one consequence for it, and one ear is actually different than the other ear. So yeah, that's a little bit weird story to tell. Other than that, let's see what else happened to me when I was a kid. What else happened to me? Oh, okay, this was really bad. I was going down this like awesome. We had this hill in Fredonia, Kansas, that you could ride your bike up, and it was one of those like on top of the hill there was a flag, and it was basically like the lookout point for that town, and well, it was this curvy road to get up this hill, and we were riding it down one year, me and my friend Josh. Yes, I did have a friend with the same name as me, but anyways, we were riding down the hill one awesome day. And it was a nice day. And all of a sudden, this car was coming and we didn't see it, and my friend was ahead of me. He luckily swerved out of the way. I didn't get to swerve out of the way. So I flew over my handlebars like Superman style, and this whole road was made out of gravel, right? So here I am, my hands forward in front of me. I'm sliding on gravel, and the palm of my hands is basically turned into, whoa. Let's just say huge scabs. So for like the next couple of weeks, I had to wear these bandages on my wrists or on my palms of my hands, and like each day, like halfway through the day, I would have to drain them from the pus and all that. Okay, so yeah, it's a gross story, I know, but yeah, so that was probably one of my worst accidents that I ever had. Luckily, you know, I didn't have stitches over that. I've only actually had to have stitches one time in my life, and that was like back in the day. I was taking out trash in a beer bottle. Luckily, you know, we had to tell. We told the hospital it wasn't a beer bottle because I was a kid at the time. I wasn't drinking, thank you very much. I was just taking out the trash from my parents that had a beer bottle in there. But anyways, so the beer bottle cut my leg open, and so we had to go to the hospital for that. I didn't actually fill that though. I do know the worst part about that was, like, since I had that accident and I had the stitches, I couldn't ride go-karts that week, and that was like the one time that I was allowed to ride go-karts because that was the one time my family had go-karts to ride. So yeah, that's the one thing that was disappointing to me about that incident. First of all, it was not my fault. I didn't put the beer bottle in the trash can, not broken either. And then second of all, I got punished for it. But yeah, so other than that, I haven't had any major accidents. Luckily, I think someone's watching over me because I've had some pretty bad, like, close calls. Like, I was driving to work one day, and there was this Corvette that was in front of me, right? And he decides that we're going 65 on the highway, right? He decides to use the highway lane as a turning lane, which means he's going to stop in the middle of the highway to turn. And that was probably the worst mistake he ever made because at the time I didn't see him. I look up and, well, I'm going from 65 to a dead cold stop, and I do a whole 360 in my car. No kidding. I'm just like, just skid all the way around him. And then I'm facing this like fruit stand that's there. I didn't get injured. Nobody got injured. I didn't hit anything. But yeah, like, somebody's got to be watching out for me. Not only that, like, I swear this one time, me and my ex was riding in the car driving to work. There was this box in front of me. I didn't see it, so I ran it over, but I swear after I saw it, the box was higher than the whole setting of the car. Like, you know, it was above what the car was, but yet when we hit it, nothing happened, and we just drove off. No damage to the car or anything like that. And prior to that, actually, not prior to that, just recently, I was driving Jess home, and we were both really tired. My eyes were like gazing at the stars, but so I fell asleep just for a second, and then Jess wakes up like a half a second before we hit this tarp in the middle of the road, and like I'm not even like looking at the road. I just, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, swerve. So I swerve to the right just like a hair bit, and then I swerve back just a hair bit, and we miss it completely. Like, I don't know what is with me in close calls, but I've been in a couple of close calls that, well, they should have been wrecks, but they weren't. So somebody above is looking out for me. That's what I gotta say about that. That's what I got to say about that. It's really interesting. In the back of my mind, I'm just like, who would be like searching and making sure that I did not do anything wrong? Of course, I think it would be my dad, because he's up there in heaven somewhere. So, but other than that, when I'm talking like this, it makes me sound like Captain Sparkles for some reason. In the back of my mind, I'm like, why am I talking like him? Like, I don't know why, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, this sounds kind of familiar to me, like Captain Sparkles. But I know, like, the voice that I'm throwing out is totally different than the voice that you guys are hearing. Oh, the beauty of how the ears work. I love it. So that's my whole, like, horror stories of things that have happened to me. Oh, one other thing. Like, I was driving down the road, and it was raining, and I was fighting with my ex at the time in the car, and which is the worst place to ever fight with anyone. And all of a sudden, I get mad at her, so I stomp on the brakes, and, well, That didn't turn out so well because I swerve off into a ditch, which no damage to the car again, and I'm sitting there in the ditch, and we're stopped. Nothing got hurt or injured, but if we look in front of us, about 20 feet, there is this truck that just got T-boned by a tree, and it looks horrible. And I'm just sitting there in the back of my mind like, that could have been us. That could have been us. So, yeah, I've had some pretty bad problems in my life, but it seems to all work out, luckily. I want to find a diamond is what I'm looking for. I would love to find a diamond. I know most of you guys are like, why don't you just stay in the cave systems, because it seems like that's the best place, but I don't know. I have this like this sixth sense to search for every. Oh, there we go, diamonds. Look at that. This sixth sense. I say that, and there's a. Did you hear that? I heard that. That's not good. Where is he? I don't see him anywhere by me, which is good. But hey, we got diamonds now. 2 diamonds, that's all we got out of that whole thing. 2 diamonds. Not worth it. Well, of course it's worth it. They're diamonds. But in the back of my mind, I'm just like, not worth it. Where is that Enderman at? I hear him, and it makes me kind of nauseous because of the fact that I'm right by lava. Oh, another diamond. Whoa. Whew. That was close. Skirting around the edges here. Let's take care of that. And then that. Ooh, more redstone. Cool. We definitely need redstone. The more the merrier. Although I have a feeling I'm going to hit this and... Nope. No lava? Really? Wow. I'm getting lucky here. One of these times I'm just going to throw it and lava's going to spew at me. I know it. I just know it. Oh, uranium. Awesome. Uranium. You want to say hi? No? She shook her head. Oh, whoa, okay. Ooh, scary. I almost looked at the Enderman straight in the eye. And I wasn't even focusing. I was not focusing at all. Sorry, she did not want to say hi, guys. She thanks you guys for all the happy birthdays, though. Really do appreciate that. She was all happy and excited that everyone cared about her birthday. Yay. Let's see what we got here. We came down here for tin. We came down here for iron. We came down here for copper, which I haven't seen that much copper at all, unfortunately. But we've got plenty of iron. Thank you very much. We've got plenty of redstone. Thank you very much. And looks like we have plenty of tin as well, I think. I want to double check that. We have 14 tin. Okay, not plenty of tin. We definitely could use some more tin. Whoa! Okay. I know. I have a sword right here, and I was using... Whew. I was scared, okay? Sometimes when you get scared, you just do things you don't want to do. Like use the wrong tools. Or completely the wrong times. There's a lot of coal here, though. How much coal do we have? Almost 2 stacks. That's good. That's good, guys. Plenty of coal. I love coal. Okay. Looks like we're full on that. More coal. Ow. What is hitting me? That thing hurts me? Really? Since when? Since when does quartz hurt people? I guess it's kind of sharp, but jeez. That took a lot of hearts. Never back yourself into a corner with that. It's like just getting stabbed by a cactus. And not knowing about it. That's dangerous, I'm telling you. That's very dangerous. So yeah, that's pretty much all the only only things that have happened to me in my life that has totally like, rectified the whole situation of me being scared to death of being injured. I did break my I did break my brother's arm once, so that was pretty awesome. Okay, so you know when that time comes in your life where you're like, can you play baseball with me, bro? You know? And he's all like, yeah, sure, just don't break my arm. And then, you know, he throws the ball, and I hit it with the bat, and I immediately break his arm on the first throw. Yeah, that type of time in your life just doesn't seem right without a good old brother to break his arm, right? I didn't mean to, by all rights. But, I mean, it was funny after. You would laugh, too, okay? If you broke your brother's arm, you would laugh. Especially after he told you not to do it. There we go. Go ahead and take care of this iron up here. Huzzah. And one in the back. Sorry about that. Little silence in the background. Okay, so more iron. Don't worry, all this whole like excavation time, you know, this time for me to find all this awesome stuff has totally helped out, because now we'll have like 5 or 6 episodes where we won't have to go mining, hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, don't bet on it, but hopefully. We need to get some turtles made. Is computer craft still in? I wonder. I want to see. Turtle. Yes, we do have turtles. So we probably need to get some turtles made and get them mining. That would be a good thing to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and dig up to the ceiling. We're almost at our time limit. And one way I like the fact that there's, you know, the 20-minute time limit that I'm trying to press on myself per episode. But then another way I'm like, I could talk so much longer. Then another way I'm like, I don't have that much time. I love it though. I know it kind of creates more of a job aspect doing it, you know, all in one day. But it also creates a sense of like, of learning. Because like, if you do 20 minutes here and then 20 minutes the next day, you kind of forget some of the stuff. At least if you do it all at the same time, it gets, you know, you get normally used to it. Normally used, that doesn't make sense at all. You have a sense of flow of what you're doing in each episode. So that makes it a little bit easier to understand. But we have plenty of the stuff that we were going to need. I can go ahead and, let's see. Oh, we're going to need more of that up there. That right there. That right there. That right there. Actually, I don't have any iron for, or I mean, I don't have any wood for that. So let's not start that up. I mean, the next thing, I could actually like, which one's from the front? I think, do you need to pump it in? I can't remember. I don't remember if you have to pump it in or not. I think you do. Or you can use a hopper, which I don't have a hopper right now. I guess we can make a hopper real quick. They're not really that expensive. Yeah, just a stone gear and some iron. How much iron do we have? And we have the stone gear. And then a chest. We're just gonna have to change our engine around a little bit. But it will definitely work. Put that right there. I was right? No, I was totally off. Well, not totally. Close off. Alright, there we go. Now we got a hopper. So I can take this. And then we'll just throw that one in front. Awesome. I didn't even have to rearrange it. Ooh, but I will need another torch. Another redstone torch on the floor. How's that one being powered? Was it not being powered at all? I don't think it was ever being powered. There's that right there. We can throw the hopper on top. And then we can throw that stuff up there. Cool. So now it'll actually go in there like it's supposed to, and we just need another redstone torch apparently because we lost our other one. Alright, so now we got a hopper, and that's set up, and if you want, you can put a hopper on top of a hopper if you really wanted to do it that way. But this will make sure that everything gets cooked and thrown in the chest like it needs to be. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of that Nearby Nation, I hope you guys enjoyed this awesome episode. We actually got a lot of stuff for our next episodes, so sweet. We'll see you guys, and we have 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds. You know how hard it is to find 3 diamonds? It's pretty hard to find 3 diamonds, but we found 3. Let alone, you know, well, maybe we'll find more later on. Maybe our turtles will help us out. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys next episode. You guys.